So the question is, some people say that advertising is extremely successful at persuading us to buy things. Other people think that advertising is so common that we no longer pay attention to it. Discuss both of these views and give your own opinion. There are a couple of key things to notice here then. To fully answer this question, both of these views as well as your own opinion need to be explained, supported and developed in the body paragraphs. For a Band 7 or higher in task achievement, your opinion needs to be clear and consistent throughout the whole essay. This means you need to give your opinion in the introduction, develop and support it in at least one of the body paragraphs, and restate it again in the conclusion. These are all the elements needed to fully answer the question. One last thing, a subtle but important point in this question: the second view already includes a reason to support itself. It doesn't just say advertising is ineffective, it also explains why, i.e. because advertising is everywhere and so people don't pay attention to it anymore. Most Task 2 questions don't do this. Usually the two views they give will be something like, some people think it's effective while others think it is not effective. But sometimes they will give a view in the question that has an argument inside it already. In this case, in the body paragraph where you are explaining the second view, you would also have to explain and support the argument already given, which is that advertising is ineffective because it is so common that nobody pays attention to it. How I would do this is that I would begin with the first sentence, restating the second view and giving the argument as already given in the question. Then with the next sentence, I would explain the argument a bit more precisely, give some more details, explain what I mean by this argument. After that, I would give an example hypothetical situation, like telling a story in order to illustrate the point. For instance, I might describe a busy city street or shopping area where advertisements are everywhere, like on billboards, in shop windows, on buses, things like this. And because there are so many adverts everywhere competing for attention, a person walking through this area barely notices any individual advert. As a result, this person would not remember any of the adverts and thus not feel inclined to buy any of the products being promoted. And this would therefore show why advertising is ineffective because it is so common. And so this is the kind of thing that would be required to address the second view in the question. Lastly, about the conclusion, in this paragraph you would have to restate your opinion, restate the two views in the question, and give a summary of the arguments from the body paragraphs. Let's look at the introduction.